Greetings, Star Seed. Greetings, light workers. Greetings to all those who believe that their light should shine a bit brighter every day. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your daily Oracle reading for May the 9th, Saturday, 2020. We are still in the midst of sifting for a new normal. I hope that you are holding your vibrations as high as possible, in that we are inundated with much negativity and much reasons to be fearful, but it is our job to hold the light, to illuminate as much as possible, whenever possible, to bring hope and encouragement to all those who stumble and fear more than they love. It is our job to protect not only ourselves, our own spirit energies, those who we love and feel responsible for. We know that it is truly not our responsibility because all of us were given choice. But it is only our job as light workers to see to it that the end result is that of light. So among all the other thoughts, the final thought has to be hope. So watch your conversations, because as we continue the drum of fear, because it is the reality, end every conversation with light. End every conversation with hope. Okay, that's enough out of me. The cards have been prayed upon. Holy Spirit, through me, I have asked to give me a word of encouragement and inspiration. Our spirit guides to be present. The ascended masters that want nothing but good for us to be present. We are grateful for breath and a new day, that we may once again look for hope, amplify the light, illuminate all the dark places so that light may shine through a new truth. So the theme for today is the flower of life, divine creativity and manifestation. Now, what does the flower of light come to teach us? You are entering a fertile period of your life. Focus your innate creativity and how potent this is becoming. Focus on your innate creativity and how potent it is becoming, and watch it rapidly grow. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest, and instead allow them to do so. Don't resist change. Instead, flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. The oracle of the flower of life also brings guidance that you are in the midst of a changing pattern, and although it might be uncomfortable at first, it holds the seeds of what you desire, and to allow it to happen is wise and loving to the self. Be brave, beloved initiate. The flower of life is nurturing you into a more whole expression of your divine self. Yes, there will be moments of questioning or doubt, but they are such a small part of the beauty of unfolding for you now. Enjoy the flower of your soul light into form on this planet. It is all its diverse beauty. The flower of light reminds us, the flower of life, which can be interchanged with light, reminds us that in all things there is a shadow, and in all things there is light. And if you consider yourself a light worker, or one who holds the space for a better world, then it is our job to amplify the light. That has been the mantra for a minute now, and I don't see it changing for a while. That is the only purpose we have right now as light workers, is to hold space for a better world. Because the things that come through our eye gates and ear gates can be harmful. I remember the three monkeys: see no, speak no, hear no evil. Well, in this world, it has been camouflaged. So oftentimes you don't even know when you're speaking evil. But I would say to you, if what you're saying is being harmful, if what you're speaking is harmful for another, it can be discerned as evil. So what is the truth? So what is reality? There's also always another truth. There's a light world and there's a world of darkness. And I don't like the terms because as a melanated person, we don't particularly care for darkness being synonymous with that of evil or something to be feared. But that is what it is. Hold your peace. No, that does not have anything to do with melanation. Moving forward to the next card that supports our understanding and being willing to be the flower of life, of light, is the New Beginning card. You are at the beginning of a wonderful journey, even though it may not look like it right now. There's no need to have any fear, as guardian angels walk beside you every step of the way. You have unique gifts to offer the world if you will just free yourself from that which holds you back. New opportunities will present themselves if you truly believe. So what holds you back? Is it the reality? Because there are always many realities in layers running side by side, like their dimensions. So, again, I say amplify the light. This card here was a welcome fall for today, and that's the 13 of shielding. And shielding is something that is definitely a must for right now. In this time of uncertainty where you turn on the television or you don't turn on the television, that no matter what you do or where you go, there are messages of fear, and under the guise of facts, under the guise of the reality, under the guise of truth. Shielding is paramount, because if you don't, that stuff will get in. And if you are a light worker, you know if it's about fear, if it's about doom, if it's about death, it is definitely not of the light. And you can't let it in, because it will get in the way of our projection of hope for the world. And we can't by any means do that. We can't by any means lower our vibration. There's enough low vibration around for everybody. But the church is closed right now, where people who drop from time to time during the week are allowed to go somewhere. And, you know, even if you weren't a churchgoer, you know how to pull it in and push it up. But those who are churchgoers who may not know how to do that, and with the buildings being closed, and they don't get a chance to be refueled and refreshed and re-energized to go out into this world of, I don't know what it is at this point, but we need the energies to stay high. And whatever you do, whatever your practices are, I challenge you to multiply them to the 10th degree so that you see only light. Because if the world would have it, you would see only fear. You don't have to agree with me. All you need to do is have a conversation with the average person. Turn on the television. So I am desperately asking that you do whatever you need to do to stay in the highest vibration you can call upon. With that said, shielding is a number 13, which is definitely a new beginning. And new beginnings started this reading. The shielding card says, "My light becomes my armor. That which is darkness becomes illuminated by my presence." Protection or shielding, when used in times of energetic negativity, can be a powerful tool. We all have found ourselves in situations where the negative thoughts, feelings, and projections of others have become overwhelming, and retreating may not be an option. By conscious projection, we can intend that we are surrounded by an energetic bubble, perfectly safe and free to be in an experience of our own energy. When one finds themselves in a situation where a barrage of anger is projected, a quick visualization of a mirror can quickly reflect to the offender that which is sent. Another technique that can be used is to visualize a high vibration of loving light surrounding your body, where everything that is negative is burnt up as it tries to enter. I think about my little zapper I use in Jamaica for mosquitoes. Well, in times that passed, there was a little bit of negativity here and there, and you could just brush it off, particularly if you are an empath. And when it was a little bit heavier, you removed yourself. But if you're like me and you know right now there's no place to go, not even in your home, it seeps its way through the messages of your friends, your family members, your neighbors. Shielding is tantamount. We cannot hold the light if we are continually bombarded with negativity under the guise of truth. Can't be done. So I challenge you to learn and be well versed with ways of shielding so that you can continue to move on this light orb called Earth and be purposeful and not wither under the negative forces that would burn us as well. Use your fly swatter. Let's amp it up to one of the electronic ones that goes zzz, zzz. Maybe you say that to yourself aloud or silently. Zzz, 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 zzz. Because it's coming, and it's coming all day, every day. The final card for today is "There is nothing my holiness cannot do." Your holiness reverses all the laws of the world. It is beyond every restriction of time, space, distance, and limits of any kind. So, you have a light, and I don't care what denomination, what practices you use. So if you have an issue with the Christ light, so be it. You still have a light. You have a light inside of you that can either be amplified, it can either be fed, or it can be left to die. And we thank our ancestors for giving us the light that has allowed us to win, to survive in all circumstances. But recognize, if your ancestors were also light workers, hallelujah. But guess what? Those same people who thought the Holocaust was a fun thing to do, those same people who thought hanging people and burning them was Saturday afternoon entertainment, had ancestors as well. So we cannot afford to walk around pretending evil doesn't exist, because it does. So again, I beckon you, amplify the light by any means necessary. This is my message for May the 9th, 2020. Have the best Saturday of your choosing. Mother's Day is tomorrow. If you still have a mother, by all means, and she's on this planet, by all means, honor her. If she is no longer on this plane, honor her. If she was less than what your image of mother should be, honor the image of the feminine creative. Why? Because I'm sure there was one who nurtured you. May have been male, may have been a neighbor, but the mother energy is a strong force. It is protective, it is loving. It may very well have been the first God you ever knew. It may have been the only God you ever knew. It may have been the energy that introduced you to God. But happy Mother's Day, pre-Mother's Day. Find a way to honor the divine feminine this day. I don't know about you, but my mother's no longer on this plane, and I have started a tradition of planting roses on Mother's Day in her honor. So start your own traditions so that her loss and her absence in your life is not a source of sadness. Because we have enough stuff right now going on that would have you fight for reasons to be joyful. So, roll up your sleeves and stick up your dukes, and let's see you fight for the good. Reasons to be joyful. Namaste, and have the best Saturday of your choosing. Be well.